Hey everybody, I'm Candido.
And I'm Samantha, and this is
Geeking out with my spouse.
On today's episode, we are going to talk about one of my favorite shows, Orphan Black. I feel in a way it is kind of nerdy, kind of not, but there's a lot of twists and turns, and it is awesome.
So stay tuned. All right, so Orphan Black. That was another one of those weird shows that I think I saw over your shoulder.
Yeah.
And I think I suggested it, which is the crazy part, because I was like, hey, it has that girl from She-Hulk in it.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
then
yeah.
I also thought that it was based off an anime, and then we watched it, and it was not. Right?
Yeah.
So, for those of you who have never heard of Orphan Black, could you give me a little plot summary of what it's actually about?
Yes. So it's about clones and a lot of genetic modifications.
I gotcha.
And there is the main character. Her name is Sarah, and she has a twin, and they were the first clones. So both of them were created from a person named Kendall Malone. She was a chimera is what
Okay.
they call her, and she's special because she has both XY and XX chromosomes, so she can create from her genetics. She can create both male and female, so she's like the rarest of rare in genealogy.
Was she like kidnapped and experimented on, or was she voluntarily?
So no, she volunteered, so she was part of the experiment, but she did leave because the whole thing just got real crazy, because then it got to where they were spying on all these clones, all the Lita clones, which were Sarah and Helena, which are the twins. They were the first clones.
Okay.
And then there was Allison. My goodness,
Just a lot of clones.
yeah.
Do you ever find out how many clones they're actually made? Do they ever say?
They do say.
Is it like something ridiculous, like 100 or something crazy?
It was a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking, and this may be a wild number, but if I can remember back, they had went through, and I think it was at like 400 or something crazy.
That's crazy.
But there's female clones and there's male clones. So
but do they all look like the main character, or no?
Okay, so
well,
the female
wise,
clones, but the male clones, they look different.
They look different. Okay.
Yeah. So it's all about genetic mutations and trying to create the perfect person with no diseases. And they have a Neolution and the Diet Institute, along with a genealogist named Evie Cho. They do in vitro fertilization. So, and these people don't know this.
So the people that are going in there,
they have no idea.
They're getting implanted by they're getting the clone implanted.
Yes,
in them.
And they don't know this.
Okay.
So, and that's was one of the big reveals in the later seasons, and that's one of the things that she's not the main character, but the whole show revolves around Beth.
Okay.
So Beth was a cop, and she had hooked up with some of the other clones, and they were investigating Neolution, and she had, because she was a cop, she had access to a lot of things that the others didn't. And then Allison, her husband, had money, so she would foot the bill for like the investigations and stuff, and they found out a lot through them. But they found out about the in vitro, the IVF clinic, and how these people were paying all this money to have babies because they couldn't. They thought they were using their own embryos, but they were using the clone embryos from Kendall. And it gets so crazy because they're trying to kill these clones off that found out about them because they didn't want them to tell everybody that this is what was going on. There's so many twists and turns. Like, you don't know about I think it's the first two seasons, maybe the third, but I think it's the third season where the male clones are introduced, and those are the caster clones. And
But they're from the same chimera?
yeah.
So, okay.
Which you find out is Sarah was in foster care because her parents that she was created from, um honestly I can't remember what happened to them, but the mom Siobhan took her, and come to find out the foster mom I'm sorry, the foster mom Siobhan was actually Kendall Malone, the clone DNA, her daughter.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So they had a group that were trying to protect the clones and trying to take down Neolution.
Okay, so Neolution is the big bad in the show.
Yeah.
Is it for all 4 seasons or 5
So,
seasons? However many seasons it is.
yes. Yeah.
So the whole time there's Neolutions after these clones.
Yes. So they get could it's crazy because they are the big bad. They do a lot of bad things. There's a lot of killing. There's a lot of craziness. But realistically, they're trying, even though it's horrible the way they're going about it, because they're taking DNA from somebody who was a willing participant in the beginning, but they created thousands of embryos from this woman, and they're putting them in people without their knowledge. So, but they're trying to do something good, just in a very, very bad way.
Right.
So it's just very interesting, the whole thing, because you think about it and you think about, like, yeah, you want your children to be healthy, right?
Right.
So how much would you pay somebody to ensure that that they take what they're supposed to be taking your embryo, they take your embryo, they go through it, they genetically modify it, they ensure that they pull out any kind of strains of DNA
that could be sick,
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what they're supposed to be doing. But it caused a lot of issues because when they created the Lita clones, they had a sickness. They had it was it was some kind of deteriorate. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was really bad, and all of the clones had it.
Okay.
It was just some of them were showing symptoms, and some of them weren't. So there had been a lot of clones that died of this disease that they had, and they were really working hard to find a cure for it, which they did. So Sarah and Helena, the first clones, the twins, they are the only clones that are fertile.
Okay.
The other clones
can't have kids,
and they made them that way. So when they genetically modified the embryos, they made them that way. I can't remember exactly, but I don't know if it was meant to be that Sarah and Helena were supposed to be fertile, but they are the only ones. So they're the only ones who can have children. And Sarah has a daughter named Kira, and they took her DNA. And
was it so them allowing the two ones you just mentioned to have kids? Was there like a secret thing behind it, like to get their daughter's DNA to maybe make more clones or something?
So I don't know about in the beginning, but when they do find out that she's fertile, they do take Kira and they use her blood to to um to create a cure for this disease that the clones
the
have.
deteriorating disease.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Kira's blood
Can
can,
cure it.
and so I mean, so they're after. Do they capture the daughter Kira right away, or is it like a cat and mouse game type thing that's happening?
Cat and mouse. They kidnap her. They get her back. They they go hide. Sarah actually goes to Kira's father, which Kira didn't even know her father because it was kind of like a one night stand kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she finds him and he takes them to a cabin. Neolution finds them. It's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But finally, in the later seasons, they start to work together reluctantly.
Well, who starts working? Who starts?
All of them. So all the clones. So Sarah.
Okay.
So Sarah and Helena is so for.
Is that the really crazy one that's like Russian or something?
Yeah. So for most, she's Ukrainian.
Oh, okay.
So for actually most of the show, she is in like she's in like a mental institution, and then she's in she was hiding out in a convent. Then they had her at this farm where they what were they, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses?
There were something.
I think they were like Jehovah's Witnesses. And the guy, or it could have even been a cult. I can't remember. My God, but the leader was like crazy, and he like married all these women, right? But he was on the other side. I think he was with Neolution, and then he like got away from them, but he was still trying to impregnate Helena with the embryos, with the same embryos.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that was like one of the things, like, oh, if you come back, because I think she runs away or she escapes.
Yes.
And he's like, come back, we'll be able to let you have kids or something like that. And she that was really enticing for her. That was kind of like an emotional part of her character. She like really wanted to have kids, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes, she did want to have kids, and she did. She got pregnant and she had twins.
Were they clone twins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she gave birth to herself.
Yeah,
a couple of herself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, so there's Sarah and Helena. So they're twins. They were the first clones, and then there's Allison, and she is her husband. Oh, so I didn't even. I think I touched on the monitoring. So Neolution had people monitor them.
Okay, like someone just like keeping tabs on them.
Yeah, but I mean, crappy part was like Allison. It was her husband. They were high school sweethearts.
So did they? So for that one, did they approach him in like high school, and then to like, hey, you needed to start dating this girl, or, was it that I don't even know they came after? Like, I don't know if it's before or after.
Well, come to find out, he was related to that group I was saying that was Jehovah's Witnesses. They weren't Jehovah's Witnesses. I can't remember the name of them, but they were like a group.
Okay.
I think it started with a P. But anyways, so they were a group, and he was related. I think the leader was his father or something. So I mean, everything in this entire show groups back together. So it goes from Beth Childs killing herself. Sarah's there. She sees her jump in front of the train. She takes over her life. So Beth, when she jumped in front of the train, she put her shoes and her purse down. Sarah saw her jump in front of the train and went to go pick up her purse, and she bolted because what the heck? She saw a woman that looked exactly like her.
Right.
She couldn't even figure out what to do. But Sarah was in foster care. She was a master manipulator. She was a con artist. She did whatever she could
So
to.
for what she known, she could have been a twin and like separated at birth in a foster care.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So she took her purse. She took over her life. She went to the police department. She started becoming a cop. Um, so there was a lady that was shot. So Beth had shot a lady, and her partner helped her cover it up. Come to find out, that lady was part of Neolution. She was part of the whole.
She a monitor or
No,
no?
no, she wasn't a monitor,
Mm.
but she was part of the whole thing, and she had uncovered all that in her investigating, and then like
So wait, you said the one that jumped in front of the train was what? What was the name?
Beth Childs.
Beth Child. And Beth Childs already knew that she was a clone and
Yes,
was working with.
she was working with Allison and Cosimo.
Okay, but the
Mm-hmm.
one that took her shoes and her purse had no idea. She wasn't part of them working together.
Nope.
Just another
Nope.
clone,
Mm-hmm.
my victim of circumstance, just saw herself get mutilated by a train.
Yeah.
And then took over her life.
Yep.
Okay.
And then when she took over her life, she ran into Helena because Helena was following her, and then Helena was trying to kill off the clones because Helena was part of that religious group,
Mm-hmm.
and they brainwashed her to think that she was the original
She was
clone,
like Clone Prime.
which she was.
Okay.
But I mean, I hate to sound mean, but there was nothing special about her.
Mm.
So they made her. Well, there was, because she could have babies.
Mm.
But she was made just the way everybody else was made, except for that.
Okay.
So like there was
she had
no
like a functioning womb.
Yeah. So there was no
Okay.
big plan for Helena. They were just her and Sarah were the first clones. They were the first part of the experiment. Whatever. So Helena was going after the clones. She was trying to kill them all off because this group was saying like you're special. These other clones, they need to die, like whatever, because there was whatever this group was doing, they wanted them gone. They were an abomination, whatever. So they suckered her in. They also had one of the caster clones in there. So but come to find out, he wasn't manipulated. He joined them so that he could go undercover, so he could get information for Virginia. I can't remember her last name. So Virginia was the one she was taking care of all the caster clones. So there's a big difference. All the caster clones were together, and Virginia took care of them.
Okay. And they were aware they were clones.
They were self-aware.
Okay.
So the Lita clones were not self-aware, and they were all spread out. They all had
scattered across the world.
Yeah. So Allison, like I said, her monitor was her husband. Beth,
Allison's the one that was in like the angry, like in the mental hospital, or like she had to go there for like anger management or something.
Oh, she was addicted to pills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was a rehabilitation center.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, she went. Well, I mean, she went crazy.
But
what can you do?
But then the husband finds out, and he like helps her, right? So he kind of turns his back to Neolution, and he like helps her, right?
Okay,
he changes sides, sort of.
I mean, realistically, I think he had been changed sides because he loved his wife. But like, what can you do when they have a hold of you? You know what I mean? Like,
were they threatened? Were the monitors like threatened? Like, if you don't monitor for us, we're like gonna do something to you or something?
Well, I mean, I think they worked for them willingly in the beginning, but then when they figured out, because like Paul was Beth's monitor, and that was her boyfriend.
Okay.
And Beth started getting suspicious of him, and then after Beth killed herself and Sarah
Kira was whose kid?
Sarah's.
So Kira was Sarah's kid. Okay.
And she was staying with Siobhan this whole time.
Okay.
So, uh, when, gosh, what am I thinking? When Sarah took over Beth's
Beth.
life,
Mm-hmm.
Paul knew. He knew because he didn't. She was different. Well, first of all, she was different. Like,
You didn't act
because
the
they
same.
did. Well, they did tests on them.
Okay.
They would come in the middle of the night and do tests on them while they were sleeping, and the monitors would have to let them in, and whatever. But so, where was I?
I don't know. You just went everywhere.
I know.
I know. So yeah, the willingness of the monitors and just Sarah and Beth and
so then there's
Allison and Helena, right? That's like the main four.
And okay, so they all play a role. So Allison, she's got the money.
There's a scientist one, right?
Casima's the scientist.
Casima.
So she's the one who works. So she worked in a lab. She ends up working for Neolution, and doing a lot of their science stuff because now they by the later seasons they're all roped into this game.
Okay.
So Rachel was a self-aware clone. She was self-aware from the beginning. As soon as she could understand, her parents told her that she was
that the one
clone.
that was like getting busy with somebody through the glass, and then Helena was like the sniper. Do you remember that scene? Helena was like had a sniper rifle over there, and like I think
that probably was her. I think it was her.
She had like that short bob.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
I think that's her name.
I think she was screwing Paul.
I think it's.
If I'm not mistaken, I think she was. Yeah.
Woo! Spicy.
I know. She was screwing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she got stabbed in the eye by Sarah, and they did they fixed her eye, and they gave her like a glass eye, and they put a camera in it. And
so could Neolution see through the camera eye?
She didn't know. She didn't know. She figured it out though.
Did she pluck it out afterwards?
She did.
Oh, she did. She had an eye patch.
Yeah.
Looking like a pirate.
She took that. She took it out. Yeah. But then at the end, because it gets crazier.
Okay.
If it could not get any crazier. So at the end, there's we meet P.T. Westmoreland.
That's like the dad, right? Or something? No. Okay, wrong person.
It's this dude who swears. I'm gonna get the age wrong because I can't remember, but he swears he's like 175 years old.
He might be.
He's not.
No. Okay.
They find out he's a fraud. He's not even the guy P.T. Westmoreland or whatever. He's somebody completely different, and he's just this huge fraud. He's again trying to do
clones.
More stuff. I mean, he is with the clones, but he's trying to live forever.
Okay.
Even though he's an age where a normal age, right. Whatever. I'm gonna say he was like 70s or something, right?
Okay.
So he's got all these people roped in. He's got his own island. He's got the I think the caster clones were there. Just he's got everybody wrapped in, and then of course they find out he's a fraud. So they try to expose him. Well, they do expose him. Like by the end, everybody's exposed, and all the bad people have been killed off. But it's just the twists and turns in this show are so clever. And I've seen clone movies before, clone shows, whatever. The Sixth Day.
Sixth Day. That's with Arnold.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He has a little dot on his eye.
Where you can see if you're a clone and how many times you've been cloned
by the dot under
by
your
the
eye.
dots.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty cool.
God, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
I went to see that movie in the theaters with my dad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So I really love stuff like that. I really love cloning, the whole concept.
What about them cloning the mammoths and the dire wolves?
Bringing back the dire wolves? I mean, that's pretty crazy, but when you think of evolution, there are reasons
why
why
things aren't
things.
here anymore.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe not the dire wolf. I don't know why that died off. I can't remember. I know I read about it once because
Yeah.
after I read that they had brought it back, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But a woolly mammoth, what are they gonna do with that?
I don't know. Put him in zoos probably to get looked at.
Yeah.
Who
And
knows?
then next it's going to be the saber-tooth tiger.
And
And then next it's going to be dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park.
And then where are we going to be? Mm-hmm.
Yep, Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Being preyed on by freaking dinosaurs.
Speaking of...
What?
There's that new one coming out.
Is
it already out?
The new Jurassic World?
Park,
or no, it's called Jurassic World Evolution or something?
I can't
The first
remember.
one the first one's on Netflix right now.
It's got your girl in it.
Oh, yeah. It didn't look very interesting to me, though.
No.
But, I mean, definitely give it a shot. We could definitely do a Jurassic Park episode, Jurassic Saga or whatever. But circling back to Orphan Black, how does the big client, like, what's the ending of that show? Like, how does it end?
They all live happily ever after. You see.
So is Neolution taken down?
Yeah.
So, and how many clones are left alive? Like all of them, or
Rachel, Sarah, Allison, Cosima. There's one named Crystal.
Okay.
And she's this one that I never mentioned the stepbrother. I can't remember his name. He's the
funny one.
The gay stepbrother.
Yeah.
He meets her. It's a setup.
Yeah.
So he meets her at the nail parlor where she does nails. And she thinks she's looking at an illusion as well, but for a completely different reason. She thinks that there's like a whole cosmetic company conspiracy, like just something crazy. So that's a whole crazy story. But she is fine. She's alive. So Rachel, Crystal, Sarah, Allison, and Cosima, and you watch them try to find other clones. Oh, there was another clone. Mika. Oh, was it Mika? I can't remember what they called her. She was a hacker, and she was helping them too, but she wouldn't show her face. She would wear a mask, and she wouldn't meet up in person. She was scared. She was terrified. But what's really crazy is they're like all over the world.
Yeah. Because I mean, raised in different parts of the world, different accents, which is crazy because that girl, Tatiana Maslany out here doing a million different accents in that show, and
they're all perfect.
Yeah, they're all good.
And she did an interview about the accents, and the interviewer had her
going through them.
Yes, and it was awesome. It really was. She's really good. She's a great actress, and I mean that show was just amazing.
Yeah. If you had to pick one clone out of all of them to be your favorite clone, which one would it be?
Helena.
Because she's crazy.
I love her.
That's probably most in common with her. She's crazy.
Hey. So, I think it's just because I can, all the rest of them are kind of normal. So you got to have Allison. She's got a normal life. She's got her
except for drug addiction.
Yeah, and then she was a drug dealer for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Her and her husband were selling pills.
Oh my goodness.
And then you got Cosima, which she's a scientist and she works in a lab, and she's gay and she's got a girlfriend, and her girlfriend, one of her girlfriends who she met, they brought this woman in to work with her, and they ended up getting together, and she was the
I knew she was a monitor.
But every single one of them, Paul turned against Neolution, and he even though he knew, him and Sarah, they started getting to know each other, and he knew that she was Sarah, and they just things, whatever. He saved her. He held the door so that they wouldn't get her and Kira. So he saved her and Kira, and he blew up.
No.
He died.
Spoiler
And
alert.
then, oh, there's a lot of spoiler alerts in this show, or in this episode. And then, I mean, everybody's just so, normal. And then you got Helena, and you just feel for her.
Yeah.
Because she was abused. She was tortured in this, in this
weird,
in this,
I don't know.
covenant that she, or
convent.
I'm sorry.
All right.
In this convent that she was raised in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dang. All right. Well, shoot. And you really liked it?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. What about, so not just a quick little touch on it, but they did make a sequel to it.
Oh gosh, yeah, I watched that one too with Kristen Ritter.
And
that,
so, who does that follow?
It
does it follow any of the clones you know from the first one?
I mean,
or
technically, no.
Okay, so a whole new thing.
Kira is the scientist who is cloning.
Oh, okay.
So they make a printer.
Oh, that's right. You said it's 3D printing people.
It's 3D printing people.
Jeez.
And Kristen Ritter is the clone.
Okay.
She is a clone of Kira's wife that died. So they had created this 3D printer. They created one card. It was like to make it work.
Okay.
I'm stupid when it comes to computers. But they destroyed it. I say with air quotes, because they were supposed to destroy it after they created one clone, and they didn't. And it fell into the hands of this dude. I can't remember his name, but he was creating clones, and he lived on this, was it an island? I don't even know. It was either an island or just a big old piece of land that was out in the middle of nowhere, and he was trying to clone people, and it just got real crazy. But Tatiana Maslany is not in it.
Okay.
They could not get her for the show. You do see pictures.
Okay.
Kira has them in her office.
Yeah, because that's her mom. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you do see. Why can't I remember his name?
I don't know.
The
brother.
The
or
brother.
The stepbrother, or the adopted brother.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah. But
it's not like Nico or anything like that, is it?
No.
No.
I think it starts with an F.
Oh.
But you see him, he is in it.
Okay.
And he's an artist, and he older. I mean, they aged him obviously because he's not that old.
Felix.
Yeah. I knew it started with the F.
Yeah.
Okay. Felix.
Yeah. So.
Fee is what she calls him.
Yeah. But, so, okay.
Yeah.
So, would you say that it's called Orphan Black Echoes, right?
Yes.
So would you say it's worth watching or skip it?
I think it's worth watching.
Okay.
I really think it's worth watching. And it's really sad because they got really bad ratings.
What is it, 1 season or 2?
It's 1.
Only 1 season.
And they canceled it after the first season.
Jeez.
And it did. You read the reviews and they say it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible.
So you was geeking out on it.
I mean, I was geeking out on it. I liked it.
All right, well, that's good. Well, all right. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. So, I guess, any final comments?
Watch it because it's amazing, and Tatiana Maslany is literally the best.
All right. Well, that's it. Until next time. Thanks for hanging out with us on Geeking Out with My Spouse. We love getting to share our nerdy rabbit holes with you, and the fact that you're here listening means the world. If you want to support the show, the easiest way is to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. You can also leave a rating or review. It helps more than you think.
Do you want to go the extra mile? Share this episode with a friend. Tag us on your socials. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Or send us your wild theories and fandom hot takes at geekinoutwithmyspouse@gmail.com. We'll be back next time with more cozy chaos, more geekery, and probably at least one moment where one of us says something we immediately regret. See you then.